Hi, this is Mark Rabin. Welcome to episode 182 of Lean Blog Audio. This is a post from February 21st, 2017. It's titled, The Advice About Lean That Your Hospital CEO Should Be Getting. I've been reading Art Byrne's latest book. It's titled The Lean Turnaround Action Guide, How to Implement Lean, Create Value, and Grow Your People. Art was, of course, the CEO of the company Wiremold, and he drove their lean transformation and the business success that resulted. When his earlier book, The Lean Turnaround, was released, I interviewed him for my original podcast series, and you can listen to that if you go to leanblog.org/158. If you'd like to find links to his books and everything in this post, go to leanblog.org/audio182. I expect to be interviewing Art soon about his latest book. Again, it's the Lean Turnaround Action Guide. As Dan Jones says in the intro to the book, CEOs tend to listen to other CEOs. Now, will hospital CEOs listen to Art and his advice? I think they should. Are they reading this book? Probably not. Here are some highlights and key insights from the first few chapters of Art's latest book. He talks about, at one point, using lean as a strategy. And it says, let me share the key things you must do as a management team to be successful in converting to lean. Let's call them the management musts. I'll write them on the board here. It says, 1, lean is the strategy. 2, lead from the top. 3, transform the people. So I would ask, how many hospitals view lean as the strategy as opposed to viewing lean as a set of tools or a series of projects? In the book, Art is speaking to the leadership team at a manufacturing company, but also says at one point that the ideas apply to hospitals as well, as he knows from the Virginia Mason Medical Center story and the help that he and Wiremold provided to them as they were getting started with lean. So I would ask, how many hospital CEOs are leading this lean journey from the top as opposed to delegating it to, let's say, a director? Some CEOs like Dr. John Toussaint, Dr. Gary Kaplan, Dr. Eric Dixon, the late Dr. Michel Tétrault have done that, and the results show. How many healthcare organizations are working to transform the people at all levels by engaging them in improvement, as they do so well at Franciscan St. Francis Health? And you can come and see there a site visit that we're hosting in May. Go to kaizenlive.com to learn more. Now, the phrase transform the people sounds vaguely threatening, perhaps, unless the CEO goes first and leads by example. How many hospital CEOs are doing that as opposed to pointing fingers at everybody else who needs to change? And I think it's worth noting that Art says you must do these 3 things. They aren't optional in his view, and I tend to agree. So here's Art's summary from the end of chapter 1. It says, summary points. Lean is not a manufacturing or operations thing, but the greatest strategic weapon in running any business that you will ever see. The only way to learn lean is by doing it. He lays out the 3 fundamental management musts. Lean is the strategy, lead from the top, transform the people. And it ends by saying, lean is all about removing waste from your value-adding activities to get to a state of continuous improvement, allowing you to deliver more value to your customers than your competitors can. So is lean viewed as an operations thing in your hospital or a core part of the strategy? Are your leaders, including the CEO, learning by doing, by participating directly in improvements, large or small? Is your organization removing waste for the benefit of customers, or just implementing tools and copying, let's say, lean management bulletin boards that you saw at ThedaCare? Art in the book addresses the idea that lean is a great way to protect the workforce instead of, quote unquote, cutting heads. He writes, the focus was on removing the waste and growing the business. This is the way we want to get productivity gains, as it's the best way to protect our workforce. This is the approach that he recommends at the organization he's talking to in the book. He says, we will only be successful if we grow our people, not if we get rid of them. And I've written similar things before in blog posts and articles about lean being an alternative to layoffs. I've shared hospital CEO examples, those who get it. We have to help our people grow, and engaging them in Kaizen improvement is, of course, a great way to do that. And instead of viewing people as a cost to cut. What do you see happening out there? How do we get hospital CEOs to listen to great business leaders like Art? So again, to learn more about the book and to get links to everything, go to leanblog.org/audio182. And also state, in the interest of full disclosure, that I was given a free review copy of the book by the publisher. Thanks to them for doing so. I hope you'll check out the book. Again, it's The Lean Turnaround Action Guide by Art Byrne.